Hey guys, what's going on? Sorry I haven't made a video in a while. I've been quite busy with work and life, gets busy, school, stuff like that. But anyways, I have my pickup video for May, and there's some great content, great stuff I got. Excellent. So, first off, I'm going to say that there are a few games that, pardon my language, but they suck ass, they're terrible, and I'm going to show you those in a minute, but I'll say those to last because they suck. But there are some great games I got as well. So let's start with one really good game for the NES, and that is The Little Mermaid. Now, I was hesitant on picking this game up, but I am a hardcore Disney fan, and then when I saw Quick Freeze 4, if you guys don't know him, he's a great YouTuber, Quick Freeze's Game Room. He does a lot of good reviews, unboxing, stuff like that. I'll leave a link down below to his channel, so you can go check him out. But he recommended this game to his subscribers and to people watching the video. He said he enjoyed it, and I thought it was pretty good. It's a little cutesy kind of side-scrolling adventure game, I guess you can call it. But not much replay value, but it's an excellent game. Especially if you're a hardcore Disney fan, such as myself. I would buy anything Disney, anything Disney that comes out game-wise, I would buy it. So this game was an excellent addition to the collection. One of the best NES games that I've played in my lifetime, so that does say something, but it's not the best. So definitely you should pick it up though. And let's go to the rest of the NES games. Now this game you may have seen on James the Nintendo Nerd's channel. The Angry Nerd is what he goes by, and that is Top Gun. Now he hates this game, actually more than hates, he despises this game. Honestly, I have not played such a terrible game in the longest time. I never played this as a kid, probably because my dad was a big Nintendo guy and he played the NES most of the time. He didn't buy this game, he didn't really mention it, so I thought, you know what, it probably sucks. So, yes, it does suck. It sucks huge buffalo shit. Like, seriously, big time. It's the worst game, one of the worst games I've played on the NES. Not because it's hard to land, I'm not saying that. I did get through a few levels, but it took me a long time. It's just not a really fun game. If you're into this kind of stuff, I'm sorry, but I didn't enjoy it. So, okay, on to a next game, which is pretty bad as well, and that is Jaws, made by yours truly, LJN. God, do I despise this game as well. It is just quite annoying, especially when you're trying to chase Jaws down, and he appears like right off the start of the game, and you have to keep trying to kill him, and you go around to different islands. You collect stuff. It's pretty dumb, really. Don't bother picking this up unless you get it for a few bucks like I did, or even $1. Actually, I wouldn't pay less than $2.50 for it. It's not worth it. Another game that I was willing to give a chance. I know it wasn't good. I know it got bad reviews, but the cover looked good, so I was thinking, you know what? It looks a little deceiving, so I picked it up. Only got it for $2, so that was a good deal, and that is Rambo. And this game, I played it, wasn't all that bad, but it wasn't all that good. I didn't like the whole idea of the machine gun here on the front, Rambo the machine gun, and all you do is throw like some sort of knife or something like that. It's not really, you get a gun at one point, but it's not the same. Like, it's not what you think it would be. It's definitely not a good Rambo game. I don't know if there's ever been any other Rambo games. There probably has been, but I'm not aware of them. So yeah, that wasn't good. And on to a Super Nintendo game that I picked up. This game is actually kind of hard to come by, and I couldn't really find it for a price I was willing to pay. It wasn't complete, it was in a cart, and that is Draken. I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, Draken. It's Super Nintendo. I haven't got a chance to play this yet, but I do know it's worth a little bit of money. I got a good deal on it from somebody who didn't really know how to price this game. And I'm not saying, oh my god, this game's rare. It's not rare, it's just hard to come by. You don't see it very often, especially on eBay and Amazon, stuff like that. So I picked this up for a good price. So I was happy with that. I have yet to try it, but it's in good condition. The only thing is there's a little store sticker there. I guess it was purchased at one point from a store, but anyways. Now on to the only Genesis game, and it's not a good Genesis game, sadly. I got it for, I think it was 50 cents, and that is NFL 95. Now, I don't own this game. I didn't own it before. I never owned it when I was a kid, and I'm not that big of a Genesis guy. I'm a Nintendo guy, so I saw it at the local Goodwill, and I picked it up for 50 cents. It was a closing, so this is the only game I could find that I didn't already own, so I picked it up. I was going to pick up a couple others, but they weren't really worth it. They're all in pretty bad condition. They wouldn't have been able to sell very well. Okay, before I go on to the last two games, I didn't mention this, but I do have a system I got as well from the Goodwill. It has no hookups. It's not really a common system, but it's had its little bit of fun, and that is the Coleco Gemini. And this little baby is a system that was made when the Atari 2600, I don't know if it was made when the Atari 2600 came out, but I think it was made shortly after, and it can play Atari 2600 games, so it was kind of like a copyright violation, and there's a lot of problems with this system, but I picked it up. I don't know if it works. I got it for like $3, so I wasn't really gonna turn it down, and it didn't have any hookups, so hopefully I can find some hookups. If anybody does have any hookups and would like to trade, I have some stuff maybe we could trade, and I could see if this thing works. But anyways, Coleco Gemini. I don't really know too much about this console itself, so correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Put this down here. Okay, now on to the last two games, boxed N64 games. The first one, which I already have a box copy, so don't attack me over this, but that's Perfect Dark. It's in pretty bad condition, but it was box complete. And my other copy that's box complete, well, I shouldn't say it's complete, didn't have the manual, but now I have the manual, so this one's not complete. It just has the game and yeah, just the game and the box. So yeah, that was nice to pick up. One of my favorite first-person shooters of all time, Perfect Dark. Go check it out if you don't have it, and if you have an N64 system, honestly, I would say that it's in some ways better than GoldenEye. So put that aside, and the last game, which isn't really that all of a good game, is Turok 2: Seeds of Evil. Box complete. Only problem is when I got it, I ordered it online. It said it was in pretty good condition, except they didn't mention this burn mark here. It looked like it was burnt with a lighter or something, so I was kind of upset about that when it came. It's not really that good of a game. First-person shooter, go around killing dinosaurs. It's a Turok game. I've never been into the Turok series, so I know I'm not trying to put the game down by saying you just go around killing dinosaurs, but there is obviously a storyline. It just doesn't really interest me. So yeah, guys, that's the games I picked up for the month of May. Look forward to seeing another pickup video for June. I'm hopefully going to get out to some flea markets and some garage sales now that they're starting to spruce up in the neighborhood. So thanks for watching, guys. Please don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe if you enjoy my videos. Feel free to leave a comment, you know, if you ever see anything in my videos that you might be interested in or would like to trade or have a question about. I do know a fair amount about Nintendo stuff. I don't know much about, you know, some of the other generation consoles and some of the older generations that were around when Nintendo NES and SNES were around, like the Genesis. I don't know all that much about that, but hey, if you have a question, I might be able to answer it. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you later.